Okay, so we are going to be filming some defects that we have found in the deck project at 6309 Wicklow Cir East. We are starting on the west side of the deck. And the first thing that we do want to point out is at the base of the steps of the deck, there is a long lag nut that has gone in, lag screw that has gone in with a very pointy end that I think is a safety hazard. We also note that one of the screws that has very recently been put on the deck is not even in all the way. Now we will also note that the risers on the deck are not set in an even pattern. So they definitely look like they have been offset. The other thing that we're noting on this side of the deck is the multiple bolts that are in the 4x4s that eventually will cause the 4x4 to split due to stress. Now as we work our way through on the deck, you will note that there are areas where the deck boards are not level. There are also areas where screws have been left between the deck boards that were never removed by the contractor. Now we'll note where the framing meets the framework that is along the house, that it was not put in a level way, so there is a lot of shim work that's been done and unevenness in the way the boards are laying on top of the deck. Okay, moving on to the west side of the deck, you'll note that the handrail board is not secured in a good way. It can be moved easily. Also, the balusters, you can hear this one squeaking. They all move. None of them are actually in there as solidly as they should be. There are multiple cracks in the wood. There is actually a broken member in one of the supporting frame boards. And then as we walk around, we'll see that there are areas again where there are trip hazards. Fairly ugly attempted solution to secure the railing. And again, we see loose boards for handrails and loose balusters throughout. Another issue that we did come up with was our electrical box for the hot tub that was supposed to run on the outside of the frame of the new deck and be mounted on the outside. When the framework was done, part of it is on the outside and part of it is on the inside. So that will have to be disassembled and reassembled correctly so it can be mounted on the outside. Okay, now we're moving to the east side of the deck, and you will see that this railing is very wobbly. Again, we've got a wobbly top and wobbly spindles. When the lag bolts were put in to try to secure the 4x4s to the deck frame, the carriage bolts that had previously been installed are now all loose on the inside. As we work around more to the east, we will see that there is a broken board. So as we work around to the far east side, we'll see there's a broken board that was done during installation. Again, we've got very loose and wobbly railings and a very loose and wobbly top. Our stairs are very loose, our railings. And we also have issues throughout the stair with our mitered ends, our angled ends, not really being done in a very clean and good-looking way. Again, very wobbly. We have a broken cap that was brought to the contractor's attention that he did not address prior to everything else going together. Again, we've got a lot of wobbling going on and a lot of wobbling in the overall structure. We note that some nails in the framework are coming through from the other side, so they are just coming right through and not connecting with the actual framing board to which they're supposed to connect. While we're under the deck, we also note that the gas line that is running under the deck does need to be strapped in at least one place to hold it in place. The stairs, we note on the north side of the stairs that are on the east side of the property, they do not meet the stair risers in a level way, because when the stair risers were notched, they were not notched all completely at the same level. There is concrete debris from the demolition of the deck project that remains in our yard. We did have a dumpster that was paid for by us. It was $150, and the debris did not get into the dumpster. So we are now looking at the cost of dump fee of this remaining concrete. In closing, it is my opinion that there were a lot of issues in building this deck that were not done up to the quality that they should have been done. We have had 2 inspections by El Paso County Regional Building Inspector, and the deck has failed 2 times. We are waiting for the contractor to come back and resolve these problems. Today is August 30th, 2013. The project was started on August 5th, 2013.